Since you are watching this video, I assume you are having a shoe store where you sell your shoes and run Google Ads, tried with it or plan to run it. So this particular video will be a complete guide whether you have run Google Ads before or not. It will give you a complete guide on how you should be thinking about Google Ads for your store. This is not an how-to guide. I will not be explaining the steps of how to create a campaign. This is more of strategic, tactical point of view of what and where to focus on so that you get maximum ROI. Now, I am able to say this because we have worked with multiple brands, some even starting from revenue 0 to scaling to 7 figures per month, all profitably, just through Google Ads. So this is possible and we have done that multiple times for multiple brands. Now with that, let's get into today's agenda. This video's agenda is to focus on what ads to run, then products to advertise, optimizing the ads, what kind of optimization should you be doing, then segmenting campaigns, how you should be segmenting the campaign, expansion of campaigns for scale. Now let's get into types of ads available first. What are the types of ads available on Google? It's search, shopping, display, Gmail, app installs, YouTube InStream, YouTube Discovery. But which ads should you focus on? You should be focusing on branded search, you should focus on shopping campaign, and you should focus on performance max campaign. Now, in branded search, it is likely that if you are starting from revenue 0, that will be not there. So you'll just focus on shopping campaign and a performance max campaign. Sometimes it happens so that in performance max campaign also, because it feeds on data available on conversions, it's better to start with shopping campaign for your products. It's the best way you can start with. As for products to advertise, how do we understand what products to advertise? Because it's a lifestyle based product, you mostly have a couple of 100 SKUs or sometimes even 1000 SKUs for a particular store. So which are the products you need to focus on to advertise? Always start with your best sellers. That's the sure shot way to get the best ROI, because you know the product works and you have a customer. You know what is there. Now, if you are a zero revenue brand, how do you identify this? So you look at competitor brand, what they are advertising, and look at your strength of which product you seem to have unique. So that is where you need to be advertising. No, it should not be so unique that nobody identifies it, but it should be unique in the terms of feature, but not unique in the terms of collection or product category itself. So for example, we have sneakers and shoes and normal canvas and everything, and you launch something very weird. That's not what you should be launching, because their education is required and Google Ads failed with education part, at least the current setup. So you should focus on the bestsellers or the competitor brand, whichever they are advertising the most, focus on those products and the unique product of yours. It's a blend of everything. Now in bestsellers, you should be focusing on particular colors, or which we'll be discussing further down the line. Now, with product selection out of the way, what's the most important thing when you're running a search ad? When you're running a branded search ad, target only keywords related to your brand and its variation and its spelling errors and everything. Then create separate ad groups for your branded main keyword and your main keyword plus product name. For example, main keyword can be Philips, your main keyword plus product name can be Philips trimmer or Philips coupon code. You'll also have to create another branded keyword ad group for your branded trust keywords, which is more of into they are looking for coupon codes or reviews. Instead of them hopping onto other site, you can capture these people who have the highest intent to buy, because they are searching for a coupon code, which means that they have the highest intent to buy. So you can directly have in the headline itself coupon code, you're up to 50% off. Use coupon code Philips 50, like that, something like that. Next, in the copy mention offers, official website. Then in bid you can start with manual CPC for this, or you can then you shift to target impression share, because you want to maximize impression share so that none of your competitors are bidding on your brand terms. But this is for a later scale, not initially. Now, setup and optimizing the ads is the most important part of the video. Let's get into what exactly you should be doing here. Your setup should have complete all basic attributes, which is this. I'm talking about setup of your Google Merchant Center. That's the most important part. This is where all the data from your Google Ads will be pulled in from. Because you have Shopify store, you can download Google, you can install Google as a app on the Shopify store itself. You will find it in Shopify channel, in the Shopify app store, sorry. And then you can download it and then connect your Google Ads and Google Merchant Center, and all products will be populated in your Google Merchant Center. In Google Merchant Center, whatever specific attributes you have already given on the Shopify store, those will be imported. But you will have to further optimize it, because everyone does import it but nobody further optimizes it, and that will be an advantage you will have to get better ROI and beat your competitors. First, regarding the complete basic setup, the title, product, price, image link, product page link, description, brand, these are most likely pulled in directly from your shopping campaign, but after 2 to 3 days of adding and connecting your Google Merchant Center, you will be able to see a diagnostic in the Google Merchant Center and run through what is actually working and is there any products which are being excluded or they are not available because of ineligibility of, say, price of or a product name or something like that. Now, this is the deal breaker for any ads. There are 25 plus attributes you can add, not even 25, there are more than that now. There are more than 30-35 attributes you can add in Google Merchant Center. But what you should focus on should be the following. Based on experience, these are all that matters: title, description, image, and price. Those are the 4 things that matters the most when you are optimizing your Google Merchant Center. Google Merchant Center is the most important thing you will have to optimize as a Shopify store, or for that any matter of for any product if you want to succeed on Google Ads. That's the most important thing. In fact, for some brands we have spent more time on Google Merchant Center optimization than on spending on the ad account. This has been the case for multiple brands, not just 1 or 2. That's how important it is, and we do focus on that because that is an aspect which not many brands focus on, and that is where you can get an advantage. In that 25 attributes, these are the 3-4 attributes we should focus on: title, description, image, and everything. Now, whenever you're starting for Google Ads, don't go for very random keywords. Say you're selling shoes, which is for this video, don't go for keywords called shoes. Don't go for it. That's a very high volume keyword, but very, very competitive. You need to focus on bottom of the funnel keyword. For example, for a brand, they were selling cork shoes and canvas shoes like that. So we actually negated shoes as a term with exact match on Google Ads and just focused on canvas shoes, cork shoes, vegan leather shoes. So those should be the main focus because those are very specific, low competition, though the volume is medium, not low, but medium. But you'll have high intent because they're searching very specific thing and not many people are available there. Not many brands are available for choices for customer. So go for the bottom of the funnel whenever you're starting. Even if you are at a certain scale, it's better to go for bottom of the funnel. But when you expand into multiple omni-channel marketing, then you can focus on top of the funnel also, which will include YouTube and which we'll be discussing later. Title. Find keywords which have the highest intent and be specific when you're spending small amounts. I'll explain exactly with an example. There was a product which we were selling, hair removal spray for a brand. Now, the thing was, we used hair removal spray as a brand, as a title name. In the title, the title started with hair removal spray 100 ml and then the brand name. But we saw that people are also searching for best hair removal spray as a keyword, best hair removal spray in India. So what we did was we used the exact term best hair removal spray in India as a title name. Then wrote every other detail, 100 ml and then the brand name and stuff. That's how you should be optimizing your title. You should look at keywords which are underutilized, which are giving you volume, which are giving you sales, but you know that this can have higher impact and you can convert more. You'll have to look through your search terms report. You'll have to look through keyword planner of what the volume of the search keyword is, and are you reaching that at least 10-20% of that volume at the minimum of that impression. If you're not, then you should be aiming to improve more. And if you see some keywords you're getting a lot of clicks for some keywords but not really converting, then you will have to optimize your product page itself. But if you are getting low clicks and then you are converting well, that means your ad can be improved. So there you will have to optimize your title, because title, not many brands optimize it, and with title you can play very well. I'll explain how. In the title itself, for example, what we were doing was, we had a shoes brand where they were selling, for example, vegan leather shoes size 9 and vegan leather shoes size 10. In one size we added one keyword and then in the second size we added another keyword. in first keyword we added brand name, then vegan leather shoes, size 9, then the color. In the second keyword we added best best vegan shoes for summers or best vegan shoes, then the brand name and then the color. This is how for the same product you are optimizing for two different keywords, which is very likely that you are expanding your search terms and most likely to convert. This actually worked for the brand. It took us 15-20 odd days because they had around 1000 SKUs, but we did optimize it and it helped immensely. That's how you should be optimizing your title. For title or inspiration, you can look into Google Keyword Planner, Google your search terms report, or even your insights tab of your campaign in the insights tab. Then description. Clearly explain each and every feature of your product. You at least 500 to 600 word description is minimum. Write it in pointers, write it in bullet points. Keep the most important keywords in the top 10 to like around 100 120 keywords. Keep the most important keywords there. Then you have pointers. Explain each and every point. Look through your search terms report. What are people searching for? Are they asking for size? Are they asking for coupon? Are they asking for particular color? Are they asking for some particular fabric? All that you should be mentioning in the product description. Then price. This is the most important thing where you will be optimizing for. Now this is the main difference between a Facebook and Google ad. In Facebook ad you just see one ad, standalone ad of any competitor, of your brand just. But in Google ads, specifically shopping, you are seeing 10 plus other ads with the competitors, and the main factor for at least India is the price. Price will determine how people click on the ad, how many people click on the ad. Though it is the majority, though there are people who click on based on the value and the other things, the only way you can get more clicks even if you are at a higher price is by building a brand, which is most likely not in this scenario when they are starting out. So you should be focusing on being a price. If you are competitive, if you are premium, also not a problem. Target keywords, target titles and descriptions, which I have mentioned earlier, which are more premium. Though they are low volume, they are high intent. Prices you should be monitoring. Go to your Google Merchant Center. In the growth tab in the left side, you'll have competitors. Look into the have notifications sent to you regarding, look through them weekly, and at least for your bestsellers and their competitor bestsellers, look through what is the price variation they are doing. Are they changing prices? Because if you see a dip in volume, you should be checking your competitor. Have they running any brand offers, or are they running any price reduction offers, something like that. If you have a large catalog, then use tools directly if you want to adjust your price, but if not, this should be okay at least for start, because you will be running on your products. You will not be running all the products, you will be running just bestsellers, so manually it should be okay. It should take you a couple of hours. That should not be a problem. Now, a couple of tools which you can use to monitor price is you can just search on Shopify price monitoring competitors, and you'll find it in the Shopify app store. Okay. Then advanced optimization, you can get a click for 4 reasons only. Either the title is optimized and title matches exactly the search term. For example, if I search vegan leather shoes and I see the title also vegan leather shoes, I'm most likely to click on an ad. So the title. Then you have the price. You have the best price. Then third is an image. The image is very catchy and very different from other images. For example, every other image has a white background and the shoes kept. You have a yellow background with the shoes kept. That's how you differentiate and you get a click. Now, click does not mean it should convert, but clicks often has better probability of converting. If you get a click, you are more likely to convert. Then you can get clicks also for reasons called reviews. In the reviews part mainly, these reviews you can opt into your Google Merchant Center in the marketing as a feature. In the left side you will find marketing. In that, opt in for product reviews, because having just product reviews, not many brands opt into it. Having just product reviews mentioned just below the ad adds a lot of trust and most likely the conversion, the click also. Now, segmenting products. How do you segment products and how do you run a campaign, the shopping or a PMAX campaign? Types of segmentation are, you can segment by category, price, bestsellers, combos, average order value, margins, your designs. But the best way you should be segmenting is category. That is the most important and the basic way when you are starting out. In category, say example, you categorize vegan leather shoes. Category might not be senior level category like shoes. It can be subcategory also, like vegan leather is one, then cork is one, then your Are there some color specific category you have created like that, or limited collection category? Everything can be that. Then segmenting in campaigns. Now, this is how we run the setup of an ad. We have a PMAX campaign. In that, we are running item boxing, which means we select only a couple of products, say 10 to 25 products, which are your best sellers, and run all SKUs of that product in the campaign. Every other product in that category is run in a shopping campaign separately. This is how we item box, because PMAX becomes Performance Max becomes our main campaign where we are promoting our best sellers, and the second shopping campaign becomes a other campaign where other products are promoted. Now, don't try to target same keywords for both the shopping and PMAX campaign. You cannot target as in search ads, but as in you can optimize the title like that kind of targeting. Try to optimize for different keywords whenever you are segmenting. This is the approach we follow to have higher. So PMAX can be set for a higher target and shopping campaign for a bit lower or a medium size. That would be better off, because then you can make sure you get maximum ROI for your best sellers. Item boxing is a technique we use, category specific. For example, I can create a PMAX campaign. One asset group in the PMAX campaign is restricted to vegan leathers and optimize for that only. Then how to optimize your PMAX campaign? Look into audience signal. In audience signal, don't be lazy to have same audience signal across all campaigns and across all asset groups. Be very specific. If you are running a vegan leather asset group and promoting vegan leather in a one asset group, then always have audience signal related to vegan leather shoes only. If you are in the second asset group, if you are promoting cork as a shoes, then promote only that specific audiences, use keywords of that audiences, create custom segments of that audience, run through competitors of that specific product only. That is how you optimize very narrow and better way. How do you find these audience signal keywords? You can look into Google Keyword Planner, search terms report of your shopping campaigns, or in the Insights tab of your Performance Max. Now, dealing with wastage spend, it will happen always that even your some categories you should be, when you are at a lower spend, you can look into weekly, go to your products report in the Performance Max campaign and look through which is spending more but not getting you ROI. Usually we have a rule wherein we set that maximum 2x the cost per acquisition which we want a product can spend. After that we take it out, we exclude it and add any other products from the collection. And that is how we do it. Usually it works out well, but you will have to keep monitoring. As you increase the spend, the number of times you look into product reports increases, the frequency increases. Then you can set up rules, but there's more advanced out of scope of this video. Always look into in the product report, in the products, look into what category, what products are getting clicks, are they converting well? If they're not getting clicks and still converting, can I optimize it better? That is how you should be thinking through. How I can optimize, can I change the title, can I change the description, anything and everything, can I change the price, image, everything. Based on seasonality also, you should be keep changing products. For example, you are promoting one type of product because it's summer, and then you are promoting another type of product in the winters. In landing page optimization, there are only 3 things that matter in a landing page. Your size guide, how efficiently you are communicating your size guide. It's better to communicate your size guide not just with your size, but have it mentioned across other sizes. For example, if you say size 6 of yours, then how does it layer in with any other Nike shoes? For example, size 7. Does it match like that? Because Nike shoes, most of people have it. Nike, Adidas, Reebok thing. You can give a comparison like that. Then visual images, those is the most important thing. Images, how you portray the image itself of the product. Then the size of the model. Now what do I mean size of the model? Whenever you're showing a person wearing the shoes, then mention what is his height, what is his weight, and what is his shoes number he's wearing. Like the example here. Model height is 6 feet, he's wearing a M size. So mention it like that. Sorry, this is not an M size, this is more of, I have a wrong screenshot. Anyways, he's wearing a 6 number size, or he's wearing a 8 size, whatever. Or you can mention feet length also. What's his foot length? Like that. So you give more context of what might be their size, because the size is the most important factor when you're optimizing, and the most important leakage when a brand does not convert, when a person is not converting. Now, coming to expansion and scaling, where do you expand and how do you scale? You can expand via non-branded search. That's more of advanced. You can always do that. Non-branded search start once again with your bestsellers only, wherein you're targeting just keywords related to your bestsellers. Once again your product terms. Again your most bottom of the funnel only. Next, if you want a dedicated video of this expansion, please let me know. I'll create one. Then YouTube ads. This is once again for more awareness, top of the funnel, and everything related. Now the sum up, the complete, everything is done. Again, Google structure of the product is most important. You will have to segment your products well, and the campaigns also. Filtering the products is required. You cannot be promoting all products in all campaigns. Filter it by category or filter it by price, variation, everything which we have discussed. And create separate ad groups or separate campaigns itself if you have two different collections. Then biggest impact of your optimization will be from your GMC, which is your Google Merchant Center. Don't neglect it. That will be your advantage against your competitors.